awards are going to be given out tonight. So we have the FIFA Ballon d'Or, the golden ball for the best player of the world of 2013. And then we also have the same thing for the women and the women's teams. We have the Puskás Award, which is the best goal, and the cool thing about that is that we have 3 goals that are selected, and those are going to be awarded as well. Then we have the coaches, of course, the female and the male coaches for the best coaches of the year 2013, and the World 11. Would you like to explain the World 11?
Yeah, it's the best 11 players in the world, the best formation in the world. It's the players themselves who vote for them. So it's one of the most important awards because it's not fans, it's not journalists, it's the players that vote for players. So they usually feel pretty honored to be in that World 11. And let's not forget also the FIFA Interactive World Cup winner,
yes.
Which is actually a very big event in which millions of players, literally millions of players, try to win this award on their PlayStations, on the FIFA.
Exactly. So they're not really players; they're gamers.
They're gamers, but they're players as well because it's a sport. Your thumbs end up quite sore. I'm a big FIFA player myself.
Are you a player?
Yeah. I like to play. Not as good as them. We'll have Ulhanek, who's the champion, the winner of the FIFA Interactive World Cup. We'll have him here pretty soon. And I'm sure he'll beat me quite easily, but still, I feel like I'm a sportsman. Like my fingers are sportsmen.
Well trained.
Yeah, pretty strong.
But he has won the Interactive World Cup the last 3 times, so
he's a 5-time world champion.
5-time even. Oh wow, okay.
And also he played against Marta, one of the nominees for the Ballon d'Or, female nominees from the Ballon d'Or, and he didn't beat her. We're going to ask him about that because it was quite a surprise.
He played on the field and not.
Oh, no, on PlayStation. I'm pretty sure that on the field.
So he did beat her though.
No.
He didn't.
No,
really.
He did not. No.
Wow.
We'll ask him. We'll joke with him what happened there because obviously on the field he would lose against any football player, but on PlayStation we expected him to win. He didn't. We'll see about that. And let's also recap a bit on the nominees for the Ballon d'Or, for the men's Ballon d'Or.
Then why don't we start with Cristiano Ronaldo? Why don't you tell me a little about Cristiano Ronaldo, who plays for Real Madrid and is nominated for a couple of times now already? Yeah,
well, he won in 2008. In my opinion, he's my favorite in this year. I'm not a Real Madrid fan, but I think Cristiano was fantastic this year. He scored 69 goals during the season, during the calendar 2013 year. He steered Portugal to the World Cup with a hat-trick against Sweden in an unbelievable match in the playoff round in Europe. He also was instrumental for Real Madrid. For Real Madrid season, they couldn't win any championship this season, but Cristiano was by far their best player, and he's not just a deserved nominee, but in my opinion, one of the biggest candidates. So yeah.
And he also, I just recently saw, got the landmark of 400 goals for country and club, which was pretty impressive.
It's very impressive because he's not a striker. He's not a pure number 9. He's one of these super skilled players who can play in different parts of the pitch. He usually starts on the wing, but he cuts to the center and he scores a lot. He assists a lot as well. We're pretty fortunate now on our era to watch 2 of the best players in history, on Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, and obviously Frank Ribery, who's for the first time in the top 3 players in the world, but who has been fantastic this season. He erupted, he bursted into scene in 2006 in the World Cup in Germany. He was very young, he was surprising. He played in that French team that reached the final alongside Zinedine Zidane, and since then he's been he's had a pretty good career, but nothing like this year, in which he was the best player for Bayern Munich, for a Bayern Munich team that won the Champions League, that won the Club World Cup, and that is now probably the hottest team in Europe under Pep Guardiola.
Arguably the best team, the best player in the best team in Europe.
Exactly, which is a big thing.
Yes, yes. What about? So what can you tell me about the other candidates?
Well, there we have Leo Messi. There's no need to tell too much about him because we have him every year.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
He's won the previous 4 Ballon d'Ors.
He feels at home here, probably.
Absolutely, yeah. I think he's like, oh, well, yeah, this red carpet is a bit different than the last year, but in 2008, no, he's been so great for club and country. This year, he was great for Argentina as well, because there have always been doubts about the fact that he hasn't been able to reproduce his fantastic form with Barcelona, with Argentina, but in the qualifiers, in the World Cup qualifiers, in 2013, he was absolutely fantastic. He.
Oh, okay. So we have our first interview guest. François Molinier. Very nice to meet you. Hi, my name is Francesca.
Happy New Year.
Hello, thank you. To you too.
Ouais, ça va.
So.
Oui,
ouais. So our first guest, François Molinier.
Bah, on parle en français.
On peut parler en anglais.
On peut parler en français. Ah, bah,
Maybe I'll
si vous
just do a
voulez,
quick
en anglais.
introduction. François Molinier is the editor for l'équipe France Football, who actually were the ones who conceived the FIFA Ballon d'Or a couple of decades ago. So, very important person tonight.
François, est-ce que vous pouvez nous expliquer comment ça a commencé le Ballon d'Or, l'idée?
En fait, c'était en 56, au même moment où France Football et l'équipe ont créé la Coupe d'Europe.
When l'équipe created the Club World Cup, it was the idea to reward the best player because of stars. And even back then, we wanted to put forward those stars, and that's how the Ballon d'Or started. And when did France Football work with FIFA? Since 2010. So this is the 4th edition. And the consequence of this is that now the Ballon d'Or is elected by journalists, but also by the heads of teams and the national coaches, so 3 groups. And we haven't yet had a French winner for the FIFA Ballon d'Or. We're getting nearer, maybe. Yes, we have Franck Ribéry today, and for our country, we're very proud. Who's your favorite? I don't have a favorite. I like everybody. And last question, do you have maybe a funny story, an anecdote you could share with us regarding the Ballon d'Or over the years? Oh, there are several stories. For example, Michel Platini is still very unhappy because I think that in 78 he missed out on the 4th Ballon d'Or because he already has 3. Yes, and Messi has 4, and tonight he could get his 5th, and he's still young, so he has several years ahead of him still. Thank you very much.
So, François Molinier.
François Molinier. We have another Frenchman. Why don't you introduce him?
Okay, yes. This is actually the winner, the 5-time winner now of the Interactive World Cup. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Francesca Jodina. Welcome.
Nice to meet you. Bonjour, Bruce. Bonjour.
Well, Bruce, you've won the FIFA Interactive World Cup for the 5th time. It's rather impressive. Well, not yet 5 times, but yes, I've won it this year. And it's always a pleasure, and on top of that, we're invited to this type of event, and it's always great if you're a football fan, and the next World Cup will be in Brazil together with the real World Cup, so that'd be great. I have a question that we tend to ask top football players. How do you keep your level of concentration, that competitive spirit, in order to win year after year? Well, that's rather challenging. You can win once, but the hardest thing is to be steady and to last. I think that it's a very mental game. The level of the players is rather similar, but you need to have a good attitude, and it's very mental, and you can't break down in the key moments. We know that you played against Marta earlier, the Brazilian player, and you didn't win. No, well, it's because it was a girl. It was a girl. But she played very well, I have to say. She knew what she was doing, and we're here to have fun. But I have to say that she plays well. I was surprised, and it was a draw, and everybody's happy. What would be your advice for a FIFA player that would want to maybe beat you someday? Well, first of all, you need to qualify to play in the World Cup, where I'll be the current reigning champion. So first of all, they have to qualify, and then we need to see what happens. Have you played at FIFA 2014 on PS4? Yes, I've played this game, and it's amazing. The animations are of extraordinary quality. We We get the impression we're actually watching a real match, a live match. And it's a pleasure to see how it'll evolve. Was it harder than the usual? Yes, it was harder because it's a new game, a new console, a new engine. We need to adapt to all these novelties, and at the beginning you need to adapt, and it takes some time, but we get used to it. Thank you very much. Please enjoy the evening. Yes, thank you very much.
So yes, what did he say about Marta?
First he wanted to, like say, yeah, he was a girl. She's a girl. So, but in the end, he had to accept that she was a very good player and that it was a hard match, and that the 0-0 draw that was the final result was a fair result.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by Marta. Actually, that's really cool.
Yeah, we have to ask her what was her strategy to actually play to the level of the best player in the world in FIFA Interactive World Cup. So
talking about Marta, she's one of the nominees for the World Player of the Year, Women's World Player of the Year. Could you tell me a little bit about her? She plays for Brazil, and
she's a two-time winner, if I'm not mistaken. She hasn't won in the previous couple of years, but she's a fantastic player. She's a very technical player, especially. She's one of those players that oversaw the leap on quality in females football alongside other players, especially from the United States. And well, she's still on a fantastic level, despite being for such a long time in the limelight in female football. She still needs to win one of the big collective prizes. She's a bit like Lionel Messi in that sense. She needs a big title, but she's on her way, and well, she's always there. She's always amongst the best players in the world.
Okay, cool. I heard that Tim actually has a next guest for us, Paul Pogba.
Paul Pogba, wow, one of the hot young players in the world. I think from what I've seen, he's in the he's taking pictures now. He's like smiling to the cameras at this point. But we'll have him pretty soon. He's like one of the players that we'll probably see in the future amongst the nominees, the Ballon d'Or nominees.
Unfortunately, he isn't coming, so I guess.
He's not coming.
Oh well.
But that's the thing with the red carpet, and we have to understand how it works a little bit.
Yeah. So why don't we explain the red carpet then? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're here. There are a lot of media waiting for the players, waiting for the celebrities. They have to stop at every, well, not at everyone, but at most media. So sometimes they come this way, but they get interrupted, or they have to do something with related to the award. So they change the trajectory. We want to have them all. We'll have a lot of them, but sometimes some of them slip through our fingers. We're seeing now Cafu, the famous Brazilian right back, signing autographs outside. The people are quite enthusiastic with him.
Yeah. So when the stars arrive, they walk over the red carpet outside. And then they come through all the people who are wanting autograms, and as you see, they're all handing over there.
Yeah, and
sorry.
yeah, it's a bit hectic. We see
Roy Hodgson. Yes, exactly.
It's hectic out there. It's very impressive. We're a bit speechless because we didn't expect so many people. And they obviously they all know Cafu, they know who he is, and
well, he is also a legend of Brazilian football.
Of course, and
Brazilian football is a big subject, a big theme tonight. There's a lot of Brazilians here tonight.
Yeah, the most important of them is the king, Pelé, who's
Good
going.
thing you speak Portuguese.
Well, yeah, I speak like Portuñol, but Pelé speaks like 7 languages.
Yes,
he's like
true.
he's not just a great player, but a really intelligent person, and he could probably speak in any language that we want, English, Spanish, Portuguese, and now we have Roy Hodgson.
Roy Hodgson, the England coach. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Do you want to ask the first question?
I'll do it. Okay,
Mr. Hodgson, how do you feel being here in the Ballon d'Or ceremony?
Yeah, I'm very pleased to be here. Of course, it's a fantastic ceremony, and it's honouring some of the game's greatest participants, both managers and players, so I'm really looking forward to the evening.
Well, you're going to manage England in the 2014 World Cup. Are you excited about that? What do you think the World Cup in Brazil will be?
Well, I'm very excited about it. I think everyone who's taking part is excited, and I think it will be a very good competition. It's one of the great football countries in the world. You know, the population live for football there. We know how they can support their own team, and I think they'll also support many of the other teams taking part. So I think it's going to be a real festival of football.
We're talking maybe about the two homes of football, England and Brazil, right?
We are. I mean, we've just finished our 150th year anniversary in 2013, so it's very fitting, I think, that at the end of that we should go to Brazil and take part in the tournament there and see how far we can get.
How do you fancy England chances in the World Cup?
Well, I think World Cups are notoriously difficult to win. You know, obviously the home nation, especially when you're on another continent. You know, the South American nations, in particular Brazil, they must accept, I suppose, to be favourites. But I think we've all got a chance, and it's just a question, I suppose, of seeing how well things go for you while you're there, how fit your players are, if your star players are available. But I'm optimistic.
What do you think about the group? So you're in the group with Italy. Do you think that they're the biggest defender, the biggest competition for you in the group?
Well, they did very well, I thought, in the Confederations Cup. So they've got, you know, recent experience of playing in Brazil in the conditions, and of course they're a very strong team. They knocked us out to the Euros on penalties 2 years ago, so we've got great respect for them. But we have similar respect for Uruguay and Costa Rica. So our group, I think, is recognised as one of the toughest groups. But you play against whom you're drawn against to play, so we're happy to be there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hudson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hudson. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
One of the names we're going to hear a lot in this next year,
yes,
because it's going to be in the World Cup 2014. And now look at who sing now.
Oh, I think I know that face. I think that is Zinedine Zidane.
Zizou.
Yes.
He is one of the top legends in the world, and I think we have another one of the top legends in the world. Like,
yes, it does look like it. It looks like
we're waiting a little bit for him. He's saying hi to other guests, but we'll have him in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Herr Beckenbauer. Ja, genau, FIFA. Hallo. Francesca Giardini hier, Martin Langer.
Servus. Servus.
Would you mind doing an interview in English, or would you prefer German?
German.
Better, das ist überhaupt kein Problem.
Okay, there's no problem whatsoever. Mr. Beckenbauer, glad to see you here. What is your impression of the Ballon d'Or? Are you looking forward to this evening? Well, I guess I will enjoy the conversations, and everything is always a very pleasant atmosphere. You have the best players of the world here, and not just the ones who will actually get an award, but also many other players, senior players, my generation. Some of them are here, and it's always beautiful to meet again. FC Bayern had a fantastic year. May I think that you are going to wish Ribéry to get it? Well, if everything goes well and in a normal way, he should get it. But what is normal in life? But there's nobody really in the year 2013 who was better and who won more trophies. He is the one who won the most trophies with Bayern. Thank you. Enjoy the evening, sir.
Our next guest is Mark Sway. He is going to be the musical entertainment for tonight. Mark Sway?
Hello.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Hi. This is Martin.
Hello,
Hi, Mark. Nice
to see you.
So, Mark, nur ganz kurz. Du darfst heute
Shortly, you're the one. Well, you will be the one in charge of the musical acts and the performance. You're looking forward? Yes, it is a great honor. I'm half Brazilian, I'm half Swiss, so I come from two big footballing countries, and everybody's very proud of my family. Enjoy the evening, and all the best for your performance.
We are waiting Now for a big name. He'll be here with us in a minute, we hope.
Do you want to keep it a surprise? I think.
You might have seen him a little bit earlier in the red carpet. We're waiting for him. He's speaking with a French TV, and that's the only thing we're going to say about him.
Speaking with the French television, that's all we're going to say.
Let's say he's. I hope he comes, but he's one of my favorite players of all time. He was fantastic.
Won the player of the year.
He won the Ballon d'Or, and also he won the FIFA World Player Award. You have to remember that the Ballon d'Or and the FIFA World Player Award were two different awards until 2010, where they joined to become the FIFA Ballon d'Or, which is the award we know now. He played alongside Frank Ribery.
A nominee of tonight, yes?
Yeah, we'll have him soon. As you can see as well, behind us, there's a lot of activity going on in the red carpet now. It was pretty quiet. We're still waiting for the nominees to pass by. They were, just before we started our broadcast, they were in a press conference in which they were explaining their motivations and what they felt about being here. Their teammates are also here. We have Sergio Ramos, we have Dani Alves, we have Neymar, lots of great players.
Yes.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic is also
Zlatan
here.
Ibrahimovic is nominated for a Puskas Award.
For the Puskas Award, for that fantastic goal that he scored with Sweden. We are here with Sweden.
Our surprise here.
En français, pas problème. Sissou. Monsieur Sida, un plaisir de vous savoir ici.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us. How do you feel being here before the Ballon d'Or? Well, I'm very pleased to be here and to hand over the prize to the best players. A few years back I was receiving awards, but this year I'm handing one out and I'm pleased to be here. Do you feel that football has changed a lot since you won the Ballon d'Or? Well, I always get the impression that football changes because it's always going faster. Today it's very physical, players are always getting stronger, but football is always football. In other words, with a ball you always do the same moves. There's the World Cup in 2014, you've also won a World Cup, but do you have any favorites for the World Cup? Well, the favorites, you know, are always they always go far, and then I'm sure there are always going to be surprises. Because these days there's not that difference between the big squads and the small squads. All squads are more or less at the same level. The small countries play at the big stage level also. I imagine you have a team that you'd like would be to see as a surprise. Yes, it would be nice to see Algeria go very far, because my heart is there also, and then obviously I want to see France go far. Thank you very much.
One of the best French players in history, if not the best. World champion in 1998, second place in 2006. One of the biggest names in world football. And we also... He
said that Algeria would be the surprising team of 2014 of Brazil. What do you think?
I'm not that sure. We have to remember that he's Algerian by origin. He's got relatives in Algeria, and he knows perfectly the football there. Obviously he wants Algeria to win. Let's see if it happens. If it does, it's going to make a nation really happy.
I see Balak outside. He's signing some autographs for some of the kids.
Yeah, Michael Balak, who was a second, who has a second place medal for the World Cup in 2002. Although he couldn't play the final in that competition. We have. Well, we have Gilbert Rest, who was coach for the Swiss national team. He's saying hi to some other journalists. We're going to speak to him pretty soon. We have we have to remind you that it's going to happen a few times. We have the president. Do we?
Yes, we do. The president is coming in as well.
Yeah, and the president and the king.
And the king, exactly. I think the king, Pelé, is actually the president's personal guest tonight.
He's one of the biggest names here in the gala, not just because he was he's probably one of the best. Well, he's one of the best players in history. Let's not enter into this controversy, because we all know Pelé, Maradona, Messi. There's a big controversy, and everyone has a name. And we have Gilbert Gracie.
Yes, we have Gilbert Gracie here right now with us.
Nicht Deutsch, Französisch?
Deutsch, genau.
Deutsch, okay, machen wir
Wenn
Deutsch.
Ihnen das lieber ist, dann auf jeden Fall kein Problem.
Okay.
Also, wir haben jetzt ein bisschen ein Problem für Sie, weil Sie waren ja der...
Little problem for you. You have a Swiss coach who played in France. Well, Switzerland and France are now in the same group for 2014. Who are you siding for? Well, I'm much more frequently in Switzerland, and I hope the best team wins, and I hope the best team is Switzerland. Who will win tonight? Well, let's look forward to this evening first and foremost. And it's a matter of seeing if football is a collective or an individual game. Depending on that, the player will win. And I believe that Ronaldo is going to get the award. Thank you. Enjoy the evening.
So, yeah, well, the names keep on arriving. We're waiting for some other big names, some other big footballers and ex-footballers. We're looking next to us to another world champion in '98, Christian Carambeu, who is at the moment with the photographers as usual, but we might have him in a couple of minutes. He played alongside Zidane. He didn't play alongside Ribéry, but he probably has a very good opinion of him. As usual, he's saying hi to some journalists. You can see him, but we have him here.
Hello, Christian. How are you? Hi, good to see you again.
Yeah, he said. Christian, qui est votre favori pour le Ballon d'Or?
Christian, who's your favorite for the Ballon d'Or? My favorite is Eusebio. We need to remember Eusebio today, who's left us. Obviously, I believe Cristiano would like to do something for Eusebio, because he's also done a lot for Real Madrid, and he's dedicated goals to Eusebio. Tonight it might be Ronaldo, the winner, reason, and our hearts goes with him. Ronaldo has been very steady. Franck Ribéry obviously has hopes since he's won a Champions League with Bayern. Thank you.
Our next guest
It's a big guest.
Yes, he's a big guest. President Blatter, Joseph Blatter.
Yeah, we're waiting for him. He's obviously being very much required by the cameramen.
Yes.
By the photographers. They're taking pictures of him. But
one of the most important guests tonight, Mr. Blatter. Guten Abend. Guten Abend, Herr Blatter. Darf ich Ihnen kurz ein paar Fragen stellen?
Mr. Blatter, may I ask you a question? Not right now, not right here. Another day. Thank you. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
All right. Then not. We'll have him in the FIFA studio hopefully soon again, so then we can ask him about his experience of tonight.
Yeah, and well, we have to explain a little bit how the vote works in this Ballon d'Or. It's not. Sometimes there's some speculation in the press that about FIFA giving the award. It doesn't work that way. It's the captains of the national teams and the coaches of the national teams. That's half of the award, and the other half of the award is a panel of journalists that vote for the best players. So it's a prize that it's an award that is given by vote. There's no committee that decides and to points. Yeah.
Can I just comment that we just saw Nadine Angerer walking by, one of the nominees for the Women's Player of the World, and now we also have Marta, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's Marta, and wow, she has got on quite a dress tonight.
Yeah.
Not bad. Glittery like at the Oscars. Wow, cool. Yeah, so we hopefully will be able to be talking to Nadine Angerer and Marta soon too.
Who said that footballers cannot be fashion icons? You see the Marta's dress, and if you remember, Messi last year surprised the world with his suit, and now there's a bit of speculation going out in social networks about what's Messi going to wear this year.
I want to know. I mean,
Yeah, me
after
too.
last year, that was quite spectacular. Yes.
Yeah, and you're probably going to see it here first. Because, well, he's going to pass by the red carpet, where we have the first position in the red carpet. So you're going to see Messi, and we're going to, well, I don't know if Francesca is a fashion expert, but if she is not, she's still going to analyze.
All right,
Messi's,
should I analyze?
yeah.
So let me guess, I'm sure it's going to be Dolce & Gabbana.
Okay.
Well, not sure, but I think so. It was Dolce & Gabbana last year, I think, yeah. I think most of them like Dolce & Gabbana. That seems to be the footballer's brand of choice.
There's surprisingly, the footballers have become a lot more fashionable in this year.
Cristiano Ronaldo even has his own fashion line, and so did David Beckham.
Beckham, well, Beckham was the first fashion icon, footballer fashion icon, and we have seriously a series of stars, and we have none other than Ronaldo Phenomenal.
None other than Ronaldo. Hello, Ronaldo.
Phenomenal.
Bom, Ronaldo, que é seu favorito para ganhar o Ballon d'Or?
Eu acho que os três são em ótimas condições para ganhar essa bola de ouro tão desejada.
I think I think all three are excellent, but I think Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi have the best possibilities. And they are all spectacular, but let's wait and see.
Como queres?
Ok, Portuñol. Ok, ¿quién es su favorito para ganar?
Who is your favorite for winning the Ballon d'Or? Well, first of all, I need to say that it's a pleasure to be here. And that is a very important question you ask, because we always try to choose the best player that year. And sometimes there are players that have been waiting for their turn for 4 or 5 years, and I hope that right now Lionel Messi has had an injury and so on, and I think Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a win, but we need to see. So there's the Ballon d'Or and then the World Cup in 2014. What do you think? Well, I hope Brazil will go far there. Brazil has had opportunities in 1950 and we lost then, when I was 8 or 9 years old, and now I hope that Brazil can win. We're fighting for that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Abby Wambach here.
Yeah, we do.
Hello, Abby. Hi, I'm Francesca. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Good to meet you. Congratulations on the nomination.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.
So, yes, congratulations on the nomination.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Yep. So, it would be the second time for you to win. How does that feel?
Well, anytime you're nominated is an honor, and to be wined and dined by FIFA is also very fun. Business class travel, beautiful hotel. And, you know, Pele was just here, so life is good. Doesn't matter whoever wins.
So I heard that you are thinking of announcing your new club tonight. Is that true?
No, that's Nadine. She's, it's okay, no problem. I play for the Western New York Flash, so.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Have a really great evening and good luck.
Thank you.
Well, you see, it doesn't stop. We have stars to start. We had the best Brazilian player of the last 20 years and the best Brazilian players of the last 40 years, one after the other. And now we're going to have one of the best German players of the last 10 years, Philipp Lahm.
Lahm.
Yeah, we're going to have him pretty soon. We can see him.
Captain of FC Bayern.
Yeah, and now playing in a different position under Pep Guardiola, who has reshuffled a bit what he used to do on the pitch. Now he's playing as a defensive midfielder. He's doing great. Bayern are doing great in general, and Lahm has flourished in this role to the point that he started playing there for the German national team after Sami Khedira's injury. So yeah, we might see him in a different role in the 2014 World Cup, and maybe, you never know, if Germany wins the World Cup, we might see him as a nominee next year.
Yeah, his nickname apparently is the Magic Dwarf.
Okay.
He is kind of small though, but you know, small ones are fast. So.
Yeah, no, and I have to tell you, the first time I saw him, I was really surprised. It was like 5 or 6 years ago. I was really surprised at how young he looks.
Yes, yes.
He looks really, really young. He's probably on his late 20s now, but he looks like 20, 21. He probably, well, if we went to clubs or to bars, he probably the doorman asks him for his ID. But he's a fantastic player. He's a fantastic side back, and he has developed into a fantastic all-around player. We'll have him pretty soon, and well, yeah.
There isn't really much competition for FC Bayern in Germany at the moment, isn't there?
Not at the moment. You have to remember that Borussia Dortmund were really good in the previous two seasons. They even played against each other in the final of the Champions League last year.
Yes.
But this season it seems that Bayern are quite better than the opposition, and we will be able to ask Philipp Lahm about that in 1 minute. He's posing for the photographers now, but we'll have him just now. We're waiting for Tim, our interview guy, to get him, and we'll have him.
Tim managed to get us Philipp Lahm. That's great. Hallo, Herr Lahm. Philipp, hallo. Ich bin Francesca von der FIFA. Freut mich, dass du hier bist heute Abend. Kurze Frage. FC Bayern.
This evening, the question, Mr. Lahm, Bayern Munich has no real competition in Germany, right? Well, everybody is a competitor, but we have a couple of points advantage over the others, so it's still a long time till the title. Well, you just won the triple, all the three really important German competitions. How does it feel to be the captain of such a squad? Oh, it feels great. It took a long time working to get there, and over the last 4 years, we made it 3 times to the Champions League final, and we made it last year. Thank you.
Who's probably going to be one of the best, one of the top 11 players in the world. They're going to. Yeah, he's very modest. They're going to announce the top 11 in a few minutes, and I'm pretty sure Lahm's going to be there because he was fantastic last season, and well, both seasons, last season and this season, that comprised the 2013 calendar year. And we will discover who are the others. We will probably have Barcelona players, Real Madrid players, not as last year. Last year, if you remember, it was like from the top 11, it was 5 Barcelona players and 5 Real Madrid players.
Yes. Spanish.
Yeah, pure like a pure domination by the Spanish league. But
what do you think about La Liga, though?
Well, La Liga is being very, very interesting this season because usually we used to have Barcelona and Real Madrid winning everything, and now this season we have Atletico Madrid playing fantastic football with Diego Costa as the top star of the team, and Barcelona and Real Madrid are having to work their way to beat them. Real Madrid lost against them in the Copa del Rey. They lost against them in the derby this season. Barcelona has just equalized 0-0 against them this last week. And it's going to be interesting. And we have Sergio Ramos as well. He's coming back. He said that he's coming back with his beautiful wife, Pilar Rubio, who's pregnant. They're going to have their first child in 2014, in May 2014. He said he's coming back. Let's wait for them. And but well, Sergio Ramos is one of the Real Madrid players who have to work a lot this season.
He's feeling the pressure.
He's feeling the pressure. We were lucky to interview him a few minutes ago. He was really nice, and he's really confident that Real Madrid will be able to win the league, win the Champions League, win the Copa del Rey. He's with France football now. I hope he's coming back soon because we would love to know what he thinks about everything. But now we have Manuel Neuer as well. Let's see if he's up. He is. So your turn.
Manuel Neuer, hallo, guten Abend.
Hello, good evening. Who do you think is going to win? Well, I hope that, of course, my teammate Franck Ribéry is going to win, and we're keeping our fingers crossed for him. We're his buddies. I just discussed that with Philipp Lahm. Is there any competitor in Germany for Bayern? Not really, eh? Well, this is just this very moment, and of course we try to perform at our top level, and the other teams are not asleep. And Brazil? It's going to be an exciting year right ahead of us, and of course we want to be successful with Germany, but the others are working too. Thank you. Enjoy the evening.
Manuel Neuer.
Manuel Neuer, yes.
very young, a fantastic goalkeeper. The previous seasons, the last few years, it was Iker Casillas, the one who had won the goalkeeper award in the top 11. This season, it could very well be Manuel Neuer. We're probably having to we'll probably have Fernanda Lima pretty soon as well.
Let's take a look at the red carpet. I think Fernanda Lima is walking by right now. Is that correct? Take a look. She will be presenting the FIFA Ballon d'Or tonight next to Ruud Gullit.
Yeah, Fernanda Lima burst into scene. Never better applied this word, burst into scene in the World Cup draw a couple of months ago. She was ravishing in her dress. She was very impressive. And now she's going to be presenting here in the Ballon d'Or ceremony. And she said, that her dress was going to be something to see.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
That's right. You interviewed her yesterday. FIFA.com did an interview with her and Ruud Gullit yesterday. Kind of funny one. They had draw balls where they had the questions in there, and they did a little cross interview with each other. But yeah, she was talking about her dress. That's right.
Yeah, and she's a very nice woman. She has a fantastic energy. Actually, one of the questions that she asked Ruud Gullit was what did impress him more about her, and Gullit answered that her energy, and I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's got this fantastic vibe, and if we got her on camera, you'll all see, because she's...
Otherwise, you will see her afterwards. Starting 6:30 Central European Time, the gala will be live streamed on YouTube, this channel, so you will be able to see it if you stay tuned. And then you will be able to enjoy Fernanda Lima in her element on the stage where she belongs.
And if I'm not mistaken, we'll also have Adriana Lima here.
Yes, that was rumored. Let's see if she really comes. That would be great. Yes, they're both Limas.
They're both Limas. They're both gorgeous. Adriana Lima, one of the best known top models in the world.
Yeah.
She's really beautiful. I think she's there.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Yes, it looks like. Okay, yes. I think we are actually going to be talking to Fernanda Lima right now.
No, it's Adriana Lima.
Oh, Adriana Lima. Wow, she has on a beautiful green dress.
Yeah, she's posing for the photographers now.
That's why she's really good at.
Her specialty, she's gorgeous.
Yes, posing for the photographers, that's what she's really good at. That's her job as a model.
Yeah.
What do you want to ask her about?
I don't know, I'm nervous. How are you?
Hello, nice to meet you, Francesca. Hi.
Adriana and Martin, nice to meet you. English, Portuñol?
English or Portuguese?
Portuguese. I'll ask Portuñol, you answer Portuguese.
How do you feel in the ceremony?
It's a very great emotion to take part of the Gala Ballon d'Or. It's a great privilege to be here. It's almost a dream come true for me. Being here, I will have the opportunity to meet some players from Brazil. You know how we are. Brazilians are absolutely fanatic about football. I am absolute fan of Neymar. And if I can meet Pelé, then it's a real dream come true. I have never met him, and I wish I can meet him. And who is going? Of course, it's Brazil. Of course, Brazil is going to win the World Cup. So you're going to support Brazil in Maracanã, of course. No question about that. Thank you.
I tried to impress her with my Portuguese. I don't know if I could, but she was very nice. So if I didn't impress her, at least she was nice enough not to make me feel bad.
No, I think she probably didn't not impress her anyway. Ibra is outside, I see.
Yeah, the one who's impressive is Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yes, exactly.
He scored a fantastic goal.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was funny because the Puskas Award is given for the best goal in 2013, but the vote closes just before the year ends. So the Ibrahimovic's goal was actually scored in December 2012, but as it couldn't enter the voting in the award in 2012, it passed to the vote to 2013, and that's why we have him here. The goal was fantastic. I mean, I could have voted him for the best goal of the last 5 years. So it doesn't matter if it's 2012 or 2013. It was such a great goal, a scissors kick from outside the box. If we have the chance to have him here, we're going to ask him about that goal,
I mean,
what he thought about it.
can you imagine that? He basically did the goal blind because he couldn't see the goal when he was doing it. He kicked it backwards. Could you do that?
Yeah, no, of course not. If I could, I would be on the other side of the of the barrier. I don't know. I think he felt that the goalkeeper was close, and I don't know. Some of these goalkeepers have the goal like tattooed on their minds. So yeah, they don't need to see it in. To manage to score those great goals. So, well, that's what we're going to ask Zlatan Ibrahimovic if we have the chance to talk to him. At the moment, he's signing, as you can see, he's signing all these autographs. I don't know from where all these yellow Sweden shirts came from, seriously, but obviously there are quite a few Ibrahimovic
I think
fans.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic is one of the football players that has a lot of fans all over the world. So.
And there's also Thiago Silva,
yes.
his teammate at Paris Saint-Germain. He's oddly now signing a Zlatan Ibrahimovic shirt. But well, it's a Paris Saint-Germain shirt, as you can see, and they're both signing it now. Where I hope we will be able to talk to them. Paris Saint-Germain are one of the hottest teams in the world at the moment. They have fantastic players such as those two, Edinson Cavani, the Uruguayan star. They have in Ibrahimovic and Cavani probably the best attack in the world, the best attacking couple in the world. So they're one of the favorites to win the Champions League now, which is very impressive because they just 3 years ago they didn't even qualify. So it's going to be interesting.
Why do you think that they got so much better in such a short time?
Because they have so many better players than in that time. Since they were acquired 3 years ago, they have made a point on bringing some of the best young talent in the world, which includes obviously Thiago Silva, Edinson Cavani, and Ibrahimovic, who's not as young as the other two, but he has been fantastic in all the teams he's played for, and now he's like the attacking reference for Paris Saint-Germain. They're dominating the French league at the moment. They were very good in their group in the Champions League, and alongside Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich, they could be considered favorites to win the Champions League. There's Ibrahimovic in the there's Thiago Silva first with the photograph first. There's also Ibrahimovic coming back.
Cristiano Ronaldo is coming.
Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo!
Yes, with
wow.
his beautiful girlfriend.
Irina Shayk.
Irina Shayk, yes. Another supermodel. There's so many supermodels here tonight, huh?
So many, yeah. Well, footballers and models come hand by hand.
It looks like we're going to be doing an interview with Ibra and Thiago Silva at the same time.
Yeah, I hope so. They're together. We have Thiago Silva now.
Thiago Silva, perfect.
Thiago Silva, prazer. Prazer. Que sente estar aqui cerimônia Ballon d'Or?
Um momento muito legal, muito bacana, né? Da nossa profissão que
Ballon d'Or trophy. Well, I feel very happy to be here. It's a privilege. It's an important award for the players. We always strive to be the best, and it's a unique moment for any professional player. Who's your favorite? Look, they are all excellent players. The winner will certainly deserve this award. Thank you.
Hello, Zlatan. Nice to meet you.
Zlatan, you're nominated for the Puskas Award for that fantastic goal against England. Can you describe a little bit how was that goal?
I think when it happened was amazing. I mean, I already scored 3 goals in the game, and we were in the end of the game, and I saw a long ball coming against the goalkeeper, and I was like, should I go for the ball or wait? So I decided to wait, and he had the ball out, and I was like going for the ball, and I knew where the goal was, but The second problem was to get the ball against the goal, and I tried to do the backflip, and while it was going, I was turning around at the same time, and when it went in, was amazing. Was an incredible feeling.
We were just saying that Paris Saint-Germain have become so much better in this last couple of years since you arrived. Do you think that you are now in a position to win the Champions League this season?
I think we have a strong team. We are growing every day. We want to become better. We're working hard, and we have fantastic players. And the longer we play together, the better we become. And this is the second year for me, and I think we're much stronger than the last year. Potential, I think we have a possibility. But then in the Champions, everything can happen. This is how it is.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank
and
you.
good luck for the award.
Enjoy your evening. Oh, okay. I see that.
That's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, I see that Cristiano Ronaldo is being photographed right now.
We're in a shag. Wow, everyone's going crazy. Everyone's going crazy.
Absolutely.
It's so impressive. And there's also Cristiano Ronaldo's son.
Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo's son is also being photographed. It looks like he brought him with him. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Cristiano seems so happy. And yeah, one of the
Cristiano, let's hope Tim manages to get him here.
Well, we couldn't. He's so focused on winning this Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
He's
no time for interviews. He needs to win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. He's busy. A busy day in the office today for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Exactly.
Well, let's see. Maybe if he wins the Ballon d'Or, we'll have him afterwards. Maybe.
I'm sure we will. I know we will. We will.
He's your favorite now.
Oh, if he's my favorite? No. Oh, no. I mean, if he wins, we will have him.
For sure.
Yes, because FIFA.com is definitely doing interviews with the winners of all categories, so we will be able to have his first reaction.
Or Ribery's first reaction.
Or Ribery's first reaction, or Messi's first reaction, exactly.
But if Ronaldo wins, we'll have his words for sure, his first words, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be very happy.
Oh yes, of course. Of course he's going to be happy. As we said, it's like winning the Oscars, so when you get to actually take it home with you, then it is quite cool.
Yeah.
I actually also read that he made his own museum actually for himself. Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, well, he's won one so far, and he's got one so far. He will have his second if he wins this time, and well, there's still lots of players coming on.
It looks like that's Hakan Yakin. Hakan Yakin was a player for FC Basel. He was born right near Basel. That's where I come from, so that's my team, FC Basel. Hakan Yakin.
Let's say hi to the Basel people.
Yes, hi Basel people. Well, FC Basel is actually the team in Switzerland, so it's like FC Bayern in Germany, FC Basel in Switzerland.
Well, it's a good comparison for people who don't know Swiss football. They were pretty good in the Champions League lately. They have done quite well in Europe for a team that doesn't have the budget of other really big teams.
Yes,
and Yakin, he already played the World Cup, and he's one of the best-known Swiss players in the last few years.
His brother Murat Yakin is the one who's actually coaching the FC Basel team at the moment.
Wow.
Yep.
You know quite well. Naturally, FC Basel.
You're from Mexico. So
I am from Mexico. Yeah.
What teams do you support then?
In Mexico, I support Pumas. Which is the team from the university, from National University. Few of the nation biggest players have come from there. Hugo Sanchez, Jorge Campos, Luis Garcia. Some of the best Mexican players come from there. And let's not waste more time about Mexico because we have Xavi signing autographs.
Yes. See him outside.
He's signing. It is a bit odd. He just signed an Argentina shirt. And there's a Spanish shirt around there, so I'm sure he'll be happier signing that one.
And the people are also holding their Sweden shirts out. I mean, people just hold out the shirts because these players, it doesn't matter what shirt they sign, these fans just want the signatures.
And Neymar.
Doesn't matter what. Of course, Neymar.
The
new star from Brazil.
Yeah.
Confederations Cup, that was quite spectacular.
He was really good. There were quite a few doubts about him being able to propel Brazil to new heights.
It looks like we have good Guten Abend, Herr Köppen. Hallo. Hi.
Hi.
Herzlich willkommen. Freuen Sie sich auf den FIFA Ballon d'Or?
Ich weiß noch nicht. Bisher braucht es sehr nach Arbeit, um ehrlich zu sein.
Ja, weil Sie nominiert sind. Vielleicht deshalb?
Ja, könnte sein.
Because it's being nominated? Well, I guess it is really a great honor to be here, and I just hope the people took the right decision. Jupp Heynckes has won all these titles, and he deserves the award. Yes, my favorite is Jupp Heynckes. Thank you. Enjoy the evening.
Okay, so he wants Heynckes to win. Okay.
Okay. Well, there's Xavi with the photographers now as well. And as we were saying, Neymar was. We have Neymar in the. He's in the red carpet as well. Now, wow, that's a nice scene we have to witness it.
Oh well. Yes, exactly. That was quite a lot going on at the moment. Oh, and I see actually Jupp Heynckes being photographed right now by the photographers, also going crazy, the photographers, because of him. I mean, he had a fantastic 2013, so obviously.
Yeah, what a great way to retire.
Yes.
Like winning the Bundesliga, winning the Champions League. Mm-hmm. There's no other way. You go out at the top. And we have him now.
Guten Abend, Herr Heynckes. Gratulation zur Nomination.
Ja, danke schön.
Das wäre ein schöner Abgang jetzt in der Rente, also Entschuldigung, am letzten
award. Well, you said it correctly, that it's the crowning of my career, not just as a player, but also as a coach. And let's wait and see what this evening brings. And among the players, who's your favorite? Well, it's not so important what I think, but important what the jury decides. I mean, there are three fantastic players. They all deserve highest awards. They have my sympathy, and let's see who gets it. Thank you. Enjoy the evening.
Okay, I think we have Messi outside.
Wow. Okay. We have Lionel Messi. We promised we were going to analyze his tuxedo, and it is red.
Yes, it is red, and quite a red. So, I mean, do you think that red is the right color? Judging that he's from Argentina, shouldn't he be wearing blue?
Well, at least it's not yellow. If it was yellow, if it were yellow, it would be Brazil. So red is okay. Let's see if we can. And Neymar is with the photographers. We have Neymar here.
Hello, Neymar.
Neymar, prazer.
Neymar, como se sente de estar ali ao Ballon d'Or?
I'm very happy to be here once more. It's a great opportunity to be with fantastic players, and some of whom I know. And what about Barcelona? I'm very happy there. I was well received. I was warmly received. I couldn't be happier.
Also an interesting outfit. I like the bow tie. There's a cool little detail.
It has come back into fashion in the last few years. And well, there's Messi. It's just crazy how people are like behave around the Argentinian star. He's such a
crazy,
big
but
star.
You can sort of understand it exactly because he's such a big star. He has won the FIFA Ballon d'Or the past 4 years. Exactly. So tonight maybe the fifth. Who knows?
Maybe that will be historic for him.
I mean, he already has the record 4 times. No one else has managed to do that yet.
No, Michel Platini, but not in a row.
Well, yes, exactly. Yeah.
And a 5th time would be amazing for Lionel Messi. And let's see if he can. He's had an interesting season because when he was on the pitch, he was fantastic, but he was injured a lot. So let's see if that was enough to win his FIFA award. Anyway, he's still one. Well, no matter what, he's one of the best players in the world and one of the best players in history. And he's got the chance to stamp his foot forever if he wins the World Cup with Argentina. He's one of the, well, in Argentina, the people in Argentina is just well, they expect so much from Messi. They expect so much for this team, which is one of the hottest favorites in the World Cup alongside Spain and Brazil. And and it seems that they have their chance in 2014. And can you imagine Argentina winning in Maracanã? That would be huge.
Historical.
And now Messi is with his wife on the photographer's area. Let's see if he stops. But anyway, it's a big night for him.
Yes,
people are just shouting about Leo, come Leo.
As we said, it's like his home here because he's won so many times. So.
We saw him pass by with his red tuxedo.
Yes, with his red tuxedo. It looks actually really good, I must say.
Yeah.
The red carpet and the red tuxedo, it complements each other well.
I like it. I like it a lot more than the last one.
Yeah, me too. I was just going to say, I was thinking, is that politically correct to say that? I like it more than last time, but I guess so.
I guess so. I mean, it's not like, we're not saying one was bad and the other one was good. I mean, one is
The last one was really flashy, and this time it's more classy.
Yeah, the last one was unexpected. Let's say nobody thought it was going to pull out that one, and but this one is it's classy. You say the right word. It is flashy a bit, but it's not. I mean, it's still elegant.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty nice outfit. Let's see. Ribéry, he's the only one of the nominees missing.
The one that we haven't seen yet.
It's going to be interesting. As opposed to Messi and Cristiano, I don't have a picture of Ribéry on a tuxedo. So
you don't?
No, do you?
Well, yeah. I think he probably would look really good in a tuxedo. I think because he's got that aura.
All right, like Fernanda Lima.
Yes, exactly. like Adriana Lima.
Adriana Lima
that green dress was pretty fantastic.
I'm still shaking about that Adriana Lima interview.
Get you a glass of water. Huh?
Yeah, I'm going to tell my grandsons about that, and they're going to be so proud of their grandpa. No, seriously.
Adriana Lima.
Adriana Lima. And now let's wait for Fernanda Lima. Maybe she passes by, and that will make my night forever.
Both Limas. Yeah. So maybe a quick word about the criteria for the FIFA Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
What the jurors actually look at when they vote. It's the on-pitch performance, and then on and off overall behavior.
Yeah, the thing is, it's difficult to know exactly what they look for because it's so many votes. Every federation in the world of football has a vote. So
exactly.
The vote for the Brazilian national federation, the Brazilian captain and the Brazilian coach is the same as the one from Tonga. It's one of the best things about football is that it's a really democratic.
The Ballon d'Or. Yes, exactly. So the vote is made up of the national coaches of all 209 member associations, the captains of the national teams of all member associations, and 170 journalists, actually worldwide journalists.
Yeah. And they all have. We're pretty happy about. And we want to thank you about by watching us. They're just passing us the figures of this broadcast. We have 120,000 viewers.
That's pretty impressive. Wow. Thank you very much for watching.
We have. ¿Qué tal?
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Muy bien, encantado, muy bien.
Pleasure. I remember, Placido, last time I saw you was in the dressing room of the Spanish team after winning the World Cup. How do you see Spain in this new World Cup in 2014? You think they can repeat? Well, I've followed football since I was a kid. I've been in World Cups thanks to FIFA and there since 1970, except for 78 in Argentina. I've been everywhere. So I always thought that I would live without seeing Spain win, but now that we've won the Euro in 2008 and now we've won a World Cup and we continued on a winning streak, and I think we're going to continue forward, and we need to keep our faith. It's not going to be an easy year, this World Cup. Brazil playing at home obviously has a very special position, but Germany, Argentina, and there are surprises right and left. There are many teams that have developed. We have Croatia, Ukraine, teams that you never know how they're going to react, and they can eliminate star-studded teams. And Mexico as well, which is also your adoptive nation. Yes, well, Mexico is a very strong team against Brazil, so that's another danger. We're going to have to play against them, but often Mexico has beat Brazil, and that would be a wonderful surprise. In Spain, we started losing in the last World Cup, and in the end we won, so the beginning isn't everything. I see that you have a pin from Real Madrid. I imagine that you hope Ronaldo will win now. I think he deserves it. Cristiano deserves it. After 4 years of Messi, I think that he really deserves it, because, well, we also have to say that Ribéry had an outstanding year, but I think Ribéry's work is more within a team context, because they did win the treble, the champions, the Bundesliga, and the Cup, and that's a very great achievement. But if we look at that, Barcelona won 6 titles in 1 year, or the national Spanish team also was world champion, and Iniesta didn't win that year, or Xavi either. So we're not really sure exactly on what they based the decision. I think 69 goals are quite a lot of goals, to be honest. I think Cristiano deserves a win, but we'll see. And that way we can also put some challenge to Messi, because he won the last 4, and the last one before Messi was Cristiano. Ribéry is also an outstanding player, so I'm really very dreamy-eyed with all of them, but my heart beats for Cristiano, and hopefully Cristiano will win. So there you have it. The results must be out there somewhere, and we hope that, well, in less than 2 hours we'll know. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
He was actually singing the Real Madrid anthem, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Every time you see, you go watch a game in Real Madrid, you listen to that anthem, and it's Plácido Domingo who sings it.
It's Plácido Domingo, exactly. Quite an important person. So we're slowly coming to an end. As you know, the Gala is going to be starting soon at 6:30 Central European Time. We're going to be streaming on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for watching. This has been quite an exciting night, huh?
Absolutely.
So many stars, I can't even think of it.
Big names from football, big names from fashion, from all over the world. We're now hearing the announcement that the ceremony is going to start in a few minutes. So we need to say goodbye pretty soon. It's been great being with you. It's been an awesome night, and it still be an awesome night for the next couple of hours. Please stay with us, and you're going to enjoy it a lot.
You 120,000 viewers out there, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it with us, with Martin and me, Francesca, for FIFA.com. There was a couple of really cool interviews we got tonight, really interesting people, and I'm really looking forward to the Gala. I wonder who's going to win.
Yeah, let's find out in a few minutes. And thank you, Francesca. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you for being my football expert tonight.
It's been a pleasure to be with you too, and well, see you soon. And
see you next year.
Yeah, exactly.
The red carpet next year.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.